Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
It's 5 Sip Friday, Season 2. Welcome back to our favorite series on the channel. This is 5 Sip Friday, and we're starting with a gift from our favorite and yours.
The Shytown Sampler.
Shytown Sampler, the one that started it all. If you go back to episode 1 of season 1, Shytown Sampler, tremendous. Thank you so much for sending us several samples. You'll see his name a lot this series. And if it's your first time joining us, we nose the glass, take 5 sips. It could be any kind of whiskey. We got to try and figure out what it is, and then it's revealed what we're drinking. Sometimes we do good. Sometimes we don't.
I feel like it's hit or miss. The Shytown Sampler usually throws us a few curveballs. This one is particularly light.
Very light and very interesting. It smells fruity from up here. Let's get right to the nose on this one.
Wow.
Even the birds are excited about this one.
They are excited. This is a weird note. Can something smell thin? Because it smells a little watery, but also very sweet.
Really inoffensive on the nose. I think...
Yeah. It actually...
Oh, I think we might have been throwing our first
curveball?
Something. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't want to skew your impressions of this at all. I think I'm ready to go in for a sip. There's fruit here. There's some grain, some earthiness, sweetness, almost like maltiness is what I'm getting from this right now. It doesn't
smell very proofy in the nose. That's what I'm going to say.
Totally agree.
Cheers. Let's start the weekend.
Sip one.
Well, that's different. It doesn't taste like bourbon to me.
It doesn't taste American to me.
Interesting.
There's a little bit of smoke there. I wouldn't recognize this if we hadn't been sipping a peated single malt lately.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of peat here.
Well,
not a ton though.
That's so funny. I wanted to say it's peaty, but I feel like everything I drink lately, I'm like, it's peaty and whatever.
There's caramel here. There's vanilla. There's almost like a white grape.
The finish is very smoky.
And long lasting.
Yeah.
Wow, it smelled like it was going to be thin, pretty viscous. I'm going for sip 2. This is great.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're wondering where we are, this is the beautiful Deschutes River in wonderful Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
Hometown tasting today.
You got to start it off at home. So I'm going to say that there is a peaty note to this. This drink, I've said this before, actually tastes cold. Like it's been refrigerated, but it hasn't. The smoky note on the finish really comes through and is long lasting.
But it's not abrasive.
Long lasting, but like medium lasting.
The smoke definitely hangs around, but it's not abrasive in any way.
No.
There's like a vanilla cream on the back end. There's a real gentle hug. The proof is going to be interesting on this one. I'm drawing a complete blank on what this is or where it comes from.
Yeah.
But it doesn't strike me as being an American single malt. It just seems subdued.
Yeah. I was actually thinking that you could be fooled into thinking this is like in the 80 range.
I almost sipped number 3 right there. I almost went right for it. I gotta get back into 5 Sip Friday for him, everybody.
I know. But I just want to say, you could be fooled into thinking this is an 80 proof, but there is a little bit of a warmth that shows up. It would be like right around 100 if I had to guess right now, but we'll see.
Sip 3.
Yeah. I like that we're out of form. Ooh, so now like a strawberry note kicked in mid-palate.
It's almost like a strawberry cream, a little bit artificial. I don't know if it's like a strawberry vanilla swirl sort of candy or pudding or something like that, but there's a artificial note to it. Super pleasant though.
I am enjoying this, and I'm not one to say, if this is like a single malt kind of drink, I'm not one to usually say that, but I'm very much enjoying this sip. Do you want to do number 4?
Let's do number 4.
I'm going to keep track this year. There's like a 0% chance I'm going to know what this is.
Yeah, I would say my first instinct after my first sip was Japanese.
Oh,
it was so subtle. It coated so well. There was something so really flavorful and nice about it. I haven't had a lot of Japanese stuff, but it reminded me of that because some of the scotches that I've had have been really bombastic.
Yeah.
But as we go down this road, and that was sip 4, it's mellowing, it's subtle. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but now I'm leaning more toward the scotch side of things. I really don't know.
I gotta be honest, I'm with you. I think that it's definitely not a rye. See,
No.
definitely, but it's definitely not a rye. I don't think it's bourbon.
If it's a
think
rye or bourbon finished in a Scotch cask, maybe, but
Maybe.
usually those are a lot louder
Yeah.
on smoke.
I could be really convinced that this is Irish whiskey.
That's a possibility. I can see
could
that.
be convinced with your Japanese.
Like a Connemara, like a peated Irish whiskey.
Yeah, but
Ooh,
this
maybe.
is so subtle. Like,
It's really gentle.
yeah.
I'm watching the ducks fly by. They're cool.
I almost forgot, but I think we're on sip 5 now.
This is going to be sip
Okay.
5. I still don't have proof at all. So that's
Oh,
what I'm going to
gotcha.
look for on this one.
Yeah, I'm really out of practice. I forgot that I'm supposed to be naming all this stuff off.
Here we go.
This is really interesting because the original note, it had a little bit of a scotchy note to it. Then I got that really nice strawberry. Now the smoke's coming through on the palate. Interesting.
It's an interesting drink,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very, very polite and friendly.
I like that.
And what a way to start episode 1 of season 2. This is quite good, and proof-wise, I'm gonna say it's between 80 and 100. I'll go 92.
And I was thinking 94 only because there is kind of a nice warmth there. I mean, if this is over 100,
Shocking.
it would be shocking. So I'm going to
Yeah.
go 94 just because I am getting a nice little warmth there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Irish whiskey.
You going Irish?
Only because I don't remember what Japanese whiskey tastes like.
I mean, they could be easily confused, but
Mm-hmm.
I would go. I like your Irish whiskey guess. I'm gonna go Scotch.
Yeah.
I can't nail down any locales. I'm not that well versed
Yeah.
in Scotch to have any idea, but I'm saying Scotch. I'm saying 92 proof. Age-wise, could be anything, but
Yeah.
let's say 10 years.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. I have absolutely no idea.
I'll go 6 because I have no idea.
Well, Julie has the answer key on her phone, so we are going to get into that right now and find out what in the heck we're sipping. Thank you once again, Shytown Sampler, for this sample, last year's samples, and all of the remaining samples that we have to get to yet this year for you.
Oh, I like that when one of us. Wait, what did you guess again?
I said it was Scotch, 92 proof, 10 years.
92 proof,
Ooh.
and it is a Scotch. Wait, you have my
I would high
glass. Hold
five you,
on.
but I've got all the glasses. How about that?
Hold that for me,
I can hold it
please.
again. I'm very interested to know what this is because this is the most polite Scotch I've ever had. I really thought that you were onto something with your Irish.
Wow, you're really trying to make me stumble upon my words on the first one. Phenomenology.
Phenomenology?
Phenomenology? Feminology? Somethinology?
Sure.
92 proof, non-chill filtered, blended Scotch.
Oh, that's the name of it is Phenomenology. That's the edition. Compass Box is the actual brand there, or that's the product and the brand.
We obviously
Compass
don't
Box,
drink a lot of Scotches.
The Compass Box brand I'm familiar with just because they have cool labels and I see them all the time and I'm always wondering about them, so it's exciting to try this.
To produce phenomenology,
Da, 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 da.
they tried to mix elements that apparently might be contradictory, but altogether create a harmony of flavor.
Okay, 72% Glenlossie aged in recharred hogshead barrels, flavor notes of fresh fruity apples. That's interesting. 24.5% Tamdu aged in first fill bourbon barrels, flavor notes of caramel, oak, and spice. 2% Highland Park aged in recharred hogshead barrels, flavor notes of burnt butter, bonfire, and tar. 1% Talisker, flavor notes salty and briny, and 0.5% Kale Isla, flavor notes marshmallow, vanilla, sweet smoke. Well,
That's interesting.
whatever they did, I like it. I have trouble saying all of it. I don't know what any of it means, but I
This
enjoyed
was
the
a
heck out of it.
great way to start Cars Friday. You got the proof and the type. It's awesome. Join us every Friday for more of the fun. We're usually at a different location. Usually just as beautiful as this.
And usually not in our hometown, but
Yeah.
here we are today, and it could be a lot worse. Well, thank you so much for starting the weekend with us. If you've had that Compass Box, Phenomenology, or any of the other ones, let us know which one's your favorite, and tell us a little more about it, because obviously we don't know that much. And from wherever we are,
To wherever you are.
cheers.
Cheers. You said that a lot better than me.
Da, 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 da.
Scotch.